see what you could have done better, what you were planning on doing, and what succeeded, what worked, and what didn't. Always look back at your games, review, and learn. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Our lights are not on. Ziggy, turn on desk.
What do you want to do?
Ziggy, turn on desk, dojo desk, dojo. There we go. Now our lights are on. Let's see, last time we changed it up a little bit in the English, and Ron, of course, will be ready for that. So we have to be ready for a different approach. Can I get there? I don't know if I can without losing material, but we'll find out. We're going to try it a different way. It's just a little bit different. Uh-oh. This is a Grünfeld with E3, by the way. A Fianchetto Grünfeld with E3. Not that difficult to play, but probably could have pre-moved that one if I so had wanted to, right? Do I want to do it that way? I don't think so. I'm willing to let him enjoy the show. What are you up to, sir? Yes. Yes. Just trying to keep him from having an easier time uniting his pawns, that's all. And there were times. Can I go for that one? No, let's just keep attacking. We have bishops of opposite colors, which seems like a natural. Mm-hmm. I don't see it. So here, check there, check everywhere, check, huh? All right. Fine. I believe we can get away with this. I am not afraid. I am definitely not afraid. I have to keep saying that until it's true. Cheese. I'm staying aggressive here, only because he cannot gather on my bishop on f1 that easily. Let us see it. stuff has to be going down now, right? Do I want to play it this way or that way? I do need to get in on that one. Unfortunately, I only have so much to do. Really? You're going to do that to me? That's what I was worried about. That was interesting. So you've got this check and that check, huh? Sylvie. Got to get out of the checking distance. Sorry, Ron. You should have just taken my rook. I don't know why you didn't take my rook for free. I don't know why you didn't take my rook for free. That was crazy. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're still trying to get in our C4s. Mm-hmm. 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 That's indeed a bummer. Let's just keep expanding. We're going to keep expanding. Cheese. Whiz. No, we are not. Oh, no. Yeah, that is kind of a bummer, isn't it? Isn't that a bit of a bummer? So I don't have that either. That's quite crazy. Just when I thought I had this or that, I had neither. Because the knight is sitting on g6. It looks like I'm going down, 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 down. I'm going down. I'm going to have to regroup. Let's play for a cheesy trap. Maybe we can get him to attack our queen. Or I could just lose some more. That's always possible. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I go in that direction? No, huh? I think I want to keep this up. We have the advantage of the two bishops. The only problem is that we're missing a little something on the first or second try. And we will try. Let's get our knight, our king off of that square. Maybe I should have gone to the other one, the other white square. And now do we have a chance to see? Oh, nothing here. Gosh darn it. I don't want to exchange that bishop at all. But fine. Can I escape this way? No, huh? Can't escape that way either. Up. Just put my rook on a square where it can be taken. Hung another rook. I hung two rooks in the same game. This is not good. Notice that I didn't use the word lost two rooks. That would be criminal. That particular four-letter word must not be used. Where is Gamescom this year? What is going on? Is Gamescom here in New York? We're going to have to look it up. Oh, and we have to refresh our VoxBot. That is usually what ends up happening every morning. Refresh. And this way, when I type something,
where is Gamescom?
That's what we wanted to know. Or is it Gamescom? Highlights from Gamescom 2026. Gallipoli, huh? Blackmill games. These were some unusual games. It is a Thursday morning here in New York City. So far, not one word about...
I remember the king cannot check. So in a mad rush to checkmate your opponent, do not get mated, because that way you would have indirectly blocked your emergency exit also. All About Chess, by Priya and Rahman, Minerva Press, New Delhi, 2000. What may very well be the worst chess book in history, is it so bad book?
Priya and R. Rahman. I don't know. I don't know if it's such a bad book. I honestly do not know if it's such a bad book. Do I need to? We can play it like a Reti. How about that? I get my knight A6 in. Oh, can't castle. I cannot castle. My opponent will. He just will not. Give it a go, or give it a shot. He just will not. I don't see the weaknesses, darn it. Where are the weaknesses? Mm-hmm. He's got a discovery, but what can he do with it just now? I do not know, but it somehow... Cheese. Please. Guess we're just going to continue taking stuff. Still got a discovery on this. But where? Where will he go? What does it mean? How will he fight? How does it seem? He won a piece. It looks so good. We'll see it his way. Do I try for more? He just moves away. I have to get moving some sunny day. When it's no choice. When it's no choice. I did it my way. Trying my best. Are we losing this way? He's got bishop b6. How annoying is that? Let's see what he does. He takes my rook free. I wasn't worried about this. I should have been worried about that. It's looking so awkward. There's no reason for me to play on. I have nothing left. I expected him to play definitely this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's expecting queen c1, to be honest. No? Ah, nicely done, sir. Let's see if we can find some tunes. I believe there were some tunes here somewhere. Morning tunes.
Hi, Master Chess Dojo.
Good morning, Paul 184. How are you? So Priya and R Raman, all about chess. Remember, the king cannot check. Ron sent up a message a little while ago. It was almost a riddle. That is such a bad move. I mean, such a bad verse. Could it be a bad translation from Hindi? I actually thought that James Mason's book on the art of chess from the 1800s was...
I got 3.5 out of 5 in my tournament and finished in a four-way tie for second place in the U1800 section.
Yes, Paul. That is what I want to hear. That is absolutely what I want to hear. That is hardworking, a hardworking member of the dojo.
My one loss was horrific. I blew a huge advantage.
You need to file those things. Yeah, you have to file those things away. A great YouTube learning experience was posted by a friend of mine, Sasa Baby, who's trying to make her approach to professional poker. She had a bad session the session before, and then the next session, she realized that she had to play without emotion for the game. She could not spare any emotion toward the game because it affected her game in adverse ways. Oh no, don't tell me that we didn't see any of that game previously, right? You're kidding. I'm so sorry that that previous game was so bad. But that's good. I didn't want anyone to see that game anyway. We are giving Knight A6 a shot here because we want to get a couple hundred of these in. When my opponent do I wish to do this or do I wish to not? Let's just keep bothering our opponent before we continue on this lot. Yeah. So we have a good bishop versus a good knight versus a bad bishop. An extra pawn and superior pawn structure. Right? Oh, wow. Did he really do that to me? That's crazy. Crazy. Wish I could get a knight to D3. 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 D3.
After the tournament, I spent a few hours doing sightseeing in Franklin. There was a Civil War battle there.
I'm tempted to just take it and see what he's got here, since it doesn't really work. But let's bother him just so. Wow, wow, wow. His bishop went from bad to worse, it seems. push the pawn, pin him, and then retrieve it that way. Let's do that. Oh, well, that's a bummer. Let's fork. Now he has to choose which pawn to give me. Might have been a mistake. But all the pawns are on the same side of the board now. Yeah, it was a little bit of a bluff. Oh, really? I realized that there's a little bit of a problem on my hands here.
I wouldn't want you to have an outside passer, so I would have made the same decision.
All right, I have one tempi left. Only one tempi left. That is true. An outside pass pawn would have been bad. His bishop is still so bad, though. Not sure what he was doing. Not so sure what he was doing there. I could have won another pawn. Looks like I can still win the other pawn. Maybe not. That was a very good 1200, right? Or was he good because I played that opening? Oops, 704, everyone.
He is 1,200. He should consider it a moral victory just to reach the endgame against you.
You are very generous, sir. And very unkind. He is 1,600. Keep in mind that he is not as bad as you might think him to be. He is certainly not as bad as you might think him to be. Oh, I should have played... what we know to be. Got an initiative. I'm trying to get to my teams.
I'm only going by what appears on the screen.
Mm-hmm. Pushing back everything, it seems. A sense of urgency must be Approaching. The Vicness of the FIDE squatters. Booby. The Vicness of the FIDE squares, booby. I'm not sure what that is going to do to me. I'm not sure what that will do to me. We have I just like that dark squared bishop so much that I'm still unsure what he'll do. Let's give him a checkup. Lauren Chess, good morning. How are you? Playing a terrible game here. Hopefully that's not too loud. Thank you everyone for being here. I don't know. There's a little bit of a threat here. I don't like it. I've got terrible position somehow. All right, let's go for it. Namaste, sir. We need a shout out really quickly for you, sir. I am FIDE trainer and national master John MacArthur. I'm not sure which one to do, the EXP or the about. Yes, I was expecting that.
Please adopt me.
Now what can we do? I feel like we're almost up a pawn. Almost up a pawn. But I have to be careful. It's true.
Yesterday, I listened to the Perpetual Chess podcast about Bill Goichberg. Did you know him?
I did know him. I knew him very well. He actually employed me many times as a director when needed, especially in a pinch. Let's do it this way. We are in a rapid and blitz event. Please join us. Please join us. Can I go in that direction? So I did manage to stay up a pawn, but it's not that easy. 13 seconds, everyone. Sorry, while I focus. Just because I'm trying to convert my pawn, it seems. What can be done? Trying to pin him now. Does this work out so well?
I will give you a challenge. Will you accept?
I cannot accept. You know that I cannot accept. That was not so cool. Why are you talking while someone is playing a game? It's true that I have the TTS on. I should have stopped the TTS. I don't think you got the memo. What is your name so that I can block you? What do you think? Have you joined the dojo? Are you in the dojo? Which dojo have you joined? Let's check it out. Let's see if your name is here. 720 members. Join this one. And you have joined, so that's good. I know that I have a feeling you're very young. Your rating is really not high enough. This is what led a very young Hans Niemann of your age to resort to artificial assistance. Wait a minute now. The blurp didn't sound. Did we hear the blurp? Ron, did we hear the blurb? So I'm in a tournament. Are you in the tournament? Let's just check it out. If you oh, you can't join past the 4th round. So the next event that you can join is in the Rapid Swiss.
Which tournament are you going to participate next?
In this one. Let's join it. Copy. Now, if my daughter is not taking my grandson to surf camp, then I may have to run, unfortunately. But I will attempt to do at least one thing. Let's get the notification out. The team update for the GM, Ankit Rajpara. You can also find out information about these by clicking here. India's 36th Grandmaster. Do you know any of these Grandmasters, Niketh? Copy. Copy. New team update. All right, moment of truth here. It will seem. Just playing the same music over and over again? That's not good. What is that alert? That alert is so very loud. Very loud. Alexander, how are you, man? Let's go back and finish our Blitz, because I think we have one more game. Oh, I got a full point buy. So this works out. Looks like the other event can start 3 minutes early.
I am good. How are you?
Why is this music so loud? Or is it not loud? Is it not loud? So Lauren Chess, how was your stream? Were you with? You were not with the raid. The YouTube channel, by the way, is actually quite good. I have to speed up the YouTube because the Twitch channel will be in sub-only mode eventually. Let's go back to the Blitz and see what we have. Am I getting wider? I mean that in a very reasonable way because the sun is coming in from this window here. And I love the sun so much that I don't get enough of it. Where are you from, Niketh? Alexander? Paul is an East Coaster from who is currently in Tennessee. I don't think the desktop audio is that bad. But where are the alert? Where's that alert box? I need to turn that down. Global alert delay, advanced, browser settings. I do not see a volume for the alert at the moment. YouTube subscribers, sound volume. Of course that can be maximized. Where, oh, where is the alert? Test widgets. See what I mean? We got to turn that down. Or is it not loud for you? I'm crossing my fingers that it's not loud for you. Let's check out Luriev. So Niketh, yeah, I only do structured events. I don't play games, unfortunately, that often. I will play matches with subscribers on Saturdays and Sundays on occasion. Did I survive that last one? I can't remember. No, I lost on time, right? That's how I end up getting a full point buy. Just a bad day overall. I couldn't make up my mind in that one. You must review your games when you lose. All well and good, and Queen C2 just hangs a pawn. D5. I don't have a good answer to that. So H3 was the move? Interesting. And he has to give up his bishop pair because he'll lose a piece going back this way. This was always the plan. Why doesn't C5 work now? Yeah, it does work now. I could see myself playing this move now. I did not look at my opponent's idea, which was to remove the defender, and he had a hidden bishop over here. So this just hung a whole rook. Any normal move to finish the opening. Don't move the same piece twice. Uh-oh, the rapid event may have started. All right, Rachak. Let's do it. That's interesting. Can I get away with this? It looks like it. I shouldn't be able to get away with it, but it looks like I got away with it. My opponent is very angry with me right now. I do not blame him. I do not blame him at all. That was a rough ending. Let's go back to the Daily Swiss. The Blitz. Oh no, the tournament's over. And the winner was Aries Zodiac. Namaste, Aries Zodiac. A very strong performance from Aries Zodiac. Good work, sir. Cheers to Aries Zodiac. Cheers to Aries Zodiac. That was really, really good. I'm pausing this. This was Pegasus. Pegasus ran this earlier. Thank you for the bit. I just wanted to make sure that he got it in. Lauren Chess. I still didn't get to see what Lauren Chess was up to. Let's go back up and check out Lauren Chess ourselves. All right, Ron, your replay it on stream. How does it look? And he played Miami Vice. Oh my God. Ron, I don't remember hearing that one either. Let's just check it out. Nicely done, Ron. Although the Miami Vice could have been a little longer for the dough, right? You used a bit for that. Ah, I'm always not quite happy when they I don't think so. Miami Vice theme. Jan Hammer. I believe. Seems like a rip off of the yeah, I think so. We'll watch it on YouTube. And then I will share the link. I'll copy the Let's head back to our rapid. We may have another shot at another game here soon. One game going. Sasa Tulen. Sasa Tulen versus Omar BG. If I see any chess in the profile, this is a test. This is a test. He seems to be a YouTuber. Wow, Lizzie is really pouring it on this morning at games.com. She really is. I would improve our worst placed piece perhaps in this manner, but that looks really, really threatening. This has still got to get back in the game, though. That does restrict the knight as well, so I can't argue with it. This is holding. This is out of play. Sasuke Tulen is really rocking this one. Really, really rocking. So Omar BG is doing okay here. Maybe not okay, since that move looks like it wins a piece. It's very, the bishop cannot go to g8 because a queen to e5 check. Queen e5 check looks pretty fatal no matter what. There's no way to get back because even this is met by d6. Does that stop it? I don't think so. Queen check anyway. And then pawn takes to remove the defender. I don't know if this is the right way to go about it, but it looks effective. I probably would have gone for mate instead. You pick up all of those pieces one way or the other. Alianka. Sir, why not? This is still very close to mate now. Rook takes. That also forces things. Yuck. All right, one more game before I have to go. Is our friend MacArthur. Niketh, sorry. Copy link address. Artem Pomerantz is quite dangerous. What in the world? What in the world? Oh no, I lose 2 pieces? Is that true? I don't think it's entirely true. He had bishop to e7, which was a little awkward. It was indeed. It was indeed.
Jan Hammer, born April 17, 1948 as Jan Ham is a Czech musician, keyboardist, and songwriter who composed the background score music for the first 4 seasons of Miami Vice, although he was joined by John Peterson for much of season 4. As the show's original composer, he composed the famous Miami Vice theme that featured in all 111 episodes of the series.
111 episodes. That's craziness. Isn't it? Why would you give that up? What is up with that? Why would you give up that piece, it seems? Why would you give up that piece, it seems? We're burning some bridges here, it seems. We're burning the bridges. Paul. What did my opponent do here? He took a pawn. I take a piece. He checks me. And I get mated. Very interesting. Dum dum dum. Oh no, sir. So do I, actually. Actually, I have to leave in less than 20. Only an extra rook, ladies and gentlemen. Only an extra rook. That's what I get for missing the back rank made on the previous move. Good games, everyone. I shall return. Thank you so much for being here. Ron Haye versus Sergio. Ron has this one under control. It is the last game going. Sasa Tulen and Ron Haye is going to be the big matchup this morning. I need to find out if It's going to work, but I need to run my grandson in. I see the message. Thank you all for being here. Let's roll the ending credits. Thank you, Ron Haye, for the bits. Alexander L., welcome aboard the dojo. Lauren Chess, thank you for the raid. Paul 184, thank you for joining us again. Cheers.